Right now, something huge is happening in the crypto world that almost no one is fully paying attention to. And if you're watching this video, you're about to understand one of the most shocking and important turnarounds in crypto history, the Binance comeback story. After years of regulatory battles, lawsuits, fines, intense government pressure, exchange bans, and non-stop negative headlines, Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, is making an unexpected and powerful return. And what's coming next may reshape the crypto landscape in ways most investors aren't ready for. Because this isn't just about an exchange recovering. This is about dominance, market control, liquidity power, global volume shifts, new compliance rules, and a strategic rebuild that could put Binance back at the top stronger than ever before. Let me start with this. Binance went through one of the toughest periods any crypto company has ever faced. The regulatory pressure was crushing. Governments across the world were targeting Binance with everything they had, accusing it of unlicensed operations, insufficient KYC, compliance failures, securities violations, derivatives infractions, and AML lapses. The US case was the biggest blow. Billions in fines, leadership changes, the former CEO stepping down, and massive restructuring. Most people thought that was the end of Binance's global dominance. Many predicted a total collapse. Exchanges died from far less damage. But Binance didn't collapse. In fact, what came next shocked the industry. Binance didn't run. It adapted. It restructured. It rebuilt. It replaced leadership. It redesigned internal compliance systems. It adopted stronger KYC and AML frameworks. It shifted its global operations. It established region-specific licensing. It cooperated with regulators. And slowly, quietly, Binance began stabilizing, then growing, then expanding again. Today, Binance is regaining trust, liquidity, and traction at a level that most people didn't expect this quickly. This comeback has triggered huge movements in trading volume, stablecoin flow, altcoin liquidity, futures markets, and even market sentiment. Binance's resurgence is reshaping the crypto narrative. But what's even more interesting is why Binance is coming back, and why right now. The biggest reason is simple. The crypto market needs deep liquidity. No exchange on earth matches Binance's liquidity pools, volume depth, trading pairs, futures markets, and altcoin support. When Binance was under pressure, liquidity across the entire crypto ecosystem suffered. Prices moved more violently, slippage increased, whale trades became harder. Altcoins lost liquidity. Smaller exchanges couldn't handle the inflows. The market felt the shock instantly. But as Binance began stabilizing and restoring liquidity, everything started improving. Institutions want liquidity. Retail wants liquidity. Market makers want liquidity. Binance provides it. And that alone makes its comeback inevitable. Now let's talk about something even more important. Binance's global decentralization strategy. Binance no longer relies on a single HQ, single country license, or centralized jurisdiction. Instead, the company has become a global network with multiple regulated entities across Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and Latin America. Each region has its own compliance framework, leadership structure, banking partners, and regulatory oversight. In other words, the days of Binance has no headquarters are over. Binance is now one of the most compliant exchanges in the world, not because regulators forced them to be, but because survival demanded it. That transformation is one of the main forces behind the comeback. Now, let's explore the impact on crypto markets. When Binance goes through turmoil, altcoins suffer the most. Why? Because Binance is the single biggest on-ramp and trading venue for altcoins globally. Its futures markets dominate open interest. Its spot markets drive price discovery. Its listings create liquidity waves. And its internal ecosystem, Binance Earn, Binance Launch Pool, Binance Launchpad, drives utility and growth for hundreds of projects. When Binance is healthy, altcoins pump harder. When Binance struggles, altcoins freeze. As Binance recovers, we are already seeing an increase in altcoin breakout attempts, new liquidity injections, and rising trading volume. This is a leading indicator that the Binance comeback will directly impact the next altcoin season. But here's the twist most people miss. Binance's comeback isn't just about surviving regulatory battles. It's about transforming into a new kind of exchange. Binance is slowly positioning itself as a hybrid model between traditional finance and crypto. Regulated, scalable, liquid, institution-ready, but still rooted in the high-performance crypto environment that retail traders love. This hybrid identity could make Binance the most powerful player in the next wave of institutional adoption. Institutions trust regulated exchanges. Retail trusts Binance's brand. This combination will be explosive in the next bull run. Now let's go deeper into Binance's strategic plays. First, Binance has been quietly strengthening its partnerships with global regulators, financial authorities, and licensing bodies. This matters because exchanges that survive regulatory crackdowns tend to dominate the next cycle. Coinbase did this after 2021, Kraken did it after 2017. Now Binance is joining that group, but with one massive advantage: its unmatched liquidity. Second, Binance has been upgrading its tech stack. Faster matching engines, more secure custody, AI-powered fraud detection, stronger risk controls, and improved compliance layers. These upgrades restore confidence for high-volume traders and institutions. Third, Binance has been revitalizing its product lineup. New futures pairs, new staking products, new earn programs, upgraded wallets, redesigned user flow, regional fiat gateways, and an expansion of Binance Pay. Fourth, Binance is strengthening BNB, its native token, by improving utility, burn rate, liquidity, and ecosystem integration. Historically, when Binance thrives, BNB thrives even harder. Fifth, Binance is expanding deeper into regions where crypto adoption is booming, places like Southeast Asia, Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America. These are regions where millions of people rely on crypto for real economic use cases, not speculation. These markets create long-term growth. Now let's address another key angle: Binance's competitors. After Binance's regulatory fallout, exchanges like Coinbase, OKX, Bybit, Kraken, Bitget, and KuCoin gained market share. But as Binance rebounds, the dynamic is shifting again. Binance still has the biggest user base. Binance still has the deepest liquidity. Binance still has the strongest brand in emerging markets. And Binance still dominates futures volume. Competitors will continue growing, but Binance's return means competition will intensify, which is good for the entire crypto ecosystem. Let's also look at what Binance's comeback means for global crypto regulation. Binance has become the benchmark case for how a crypto exchange can survive regulatory trauma. It shows that the world's largest exchange can be fined billions, forced into restructuring, undergo leadership change, and still come back stronger. Regulators now see Binance not as a rogue operator, but as a reformed giant. This will influence how other exchanges approach compliance. More regulation means more institutional confidence. More institutional confidence means more capital entering crypto. And more capital means higher prices, stronger liquidity, and more stable growth. Binance's comeback could actually accelerate mainstream adoption. Now for the investors, here's what you need to know. Binance's comeback creates 5 massive opportunities. First, altcoins benefit tremendously from Binance liquidity returning. Second, BNB may experience renewed demand as the ecosystem strengthens. Third, trading volume is likely to rise across the industry, bullish for market sentiment. Fourth, Binance's return boosts exchange confidence, reducing systemic fear. And fifth, Binance's institutional expansion will drive large inflows into Bitcoin and Ethereum. These shifts all point toward a stronger market environment. As we approach the conclusion, let's zoom out. Binance is more than just a crypto exchange. It's an institution, an ecosystem, a liquidity engine, and a heartbeat of the crypto world. And after surviving one of the most intense regulatory storms ever seen, Binance is not just recovering, it is transforming. It is evolving into the most powerful, regulated, resilient version of itself. And that makes Binance one of the most important forces to watch in 2025 and beyond. So, if you're watching this video, understand this. Exchange dominance shapes crypto cycles. Binance recovering means liquidity recovering. Liquidity recovering means altcoins recovering. And altcoins recovering means investors recovering. Binance's return isn't just a company comeback. It's a market signal. A signal that the next big wave of crypto adoption may be closer than anyone realizes. Stay alert, stay strategic, and stay ready. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.